Welcome back, awesome action toy fans and subscribers. I am quite excited. I'm reviewing my first ever Microman figure. This is Acro Lady. I picked this up in Hong Kong recently for 100 Hong Kong dollars, which was relatively cheap. Lots of nice accessories, all a bit too bright silvery chrome plastic for my liking, but paint will fix that. Looks nice, looks to be really well articulated. Judging by how tight that elbow bend, this tighter than my arms can, and loads of armor, accessories, weapons as well. If you look in the back, you can see it more clearly. Even has a chain going on this weapon here, and shows some of the articulation that Microman figures can achieve. Now, it says in the front, time has flown by since the birth of Microman in 1974. Now in 2004, so it's 15 years old. He's returned to us in a new form. We entrust him to the care of those who have a child's heart in order to explore the unforeseeable future. Made by Takara. People always tell me Microman's really cool and great articulation, so I'll find out in a moment. There's some great pictures on the back as well, other stuff in the line. I'm going to look for some more Microman stuff, particularly if I like this. See if I can pick it up. Okay, let's crack this open. See if I can do this without damaging the card too much. And see what it's like. Okay. Some tape here. Oh, look. Too much tape for my liking. I'm going to get impatient in a second. Okay, let's get some scissors and just get that tape off faster. It's going to, it's going to rip anyway now. So let me just get this off from the side and see. Okay, two sides is enough. Not too much damage to the packaging, and this is taped on inside. Instructions, and it looks like spare, or rather additional hands. Yep, lots of additional hands, and they are articulated this way. Two fingers, fist, open, fingers, and a gun hand. And her hands are just open normally. There. It's up here in fact. First, let's look at this information here, which is in Japanese, which would be really helpful for me since I don't speak a word of Japanese. Well, a few words, just can't read anything. Let's have a look. Oh, yes. Microman series, Microman Master Force, Acro Year X, Micro Action Series, Tatsuoken Fight, Kashern Batman Kicker. Oh, sounds quite cool. All in Japanese inside. A few nice, that's pretty cool. A few nice pictures. I'm definitely interested in picking some more of these up. These will match nicely some of my Epoch androids I've got, and also the candy ones I've got, which I can't seem to find one right at the moment in front of me. Let's have a look. So many toys. Okay, but the candy ones you can see in my reviews. Okay, so I'll have a quick flick through. I like this one at the top. You see, let's see his brain inside this sort of helmet here, and these sort of capsules for life support down here. See some articulation there. And now we can see Batman on the bottom page here, and so on. Okay, let's see what this is like for articulation. Hands are put over here for now. In fact, I'll pop out accessories first. You have these mace heads. This plastic with chain. Oh, I'm going to break that if I'm not careful. We'll come back to that one. Okay, that's that one out. Okay, let's undo these ties first. Might make a bit more sense. Okay, I'm going to pause this because it'll take a little while. Then I'll be back in a second. Okay. Okay, all the cables are undone. Let's try again. The wire sort of cables. So this is like a trident head or something. Looks quite cool. These look like sword blades, but interesting that the handle part looks like a fist is holding it already. And I have two of these. There's a circular part here. Then we have her armor, all popping out. So we have chest plate, we have shins, forearm, not sure what these are, chain for the weapon, not sure what that is yet either. Then we have herself. Oh, wire comes out. Wire out. She's very secure inside there, that's for sure. Couple more to go. And last one. Okay, she is free. So let's just put those parts to one side first of all. Let's have a look at her. She has high-heeled shoes. Okay, she does look like a robot, particularly this silver head. There is minimal features on there, but sort of adds to the sort of robot aesthetic. Stands up quite well out of the box. The joints feel quite stiff. Gives me almost a feeling of Andromeda about the original sci-fi movie from years ago, I think. Looks quite cool. I think Articulations is going to be spectacular. Got double elbow joints I can see. Ball joints, double knee joints, ball joint on the ankles there. Let's have a look. So head, so left and a right. There is a down and an up. There is a no side to side. Shoulders, yeah, look at that. All the way up, no problem. Let's have a look at bicep. Nice tight joints. Which way around? Oh, sorry, wrong way. Biceps are incredibly tight. I mean, look at that. That's just ridiculous. Like that. Really tight. Amazing on the bicep joints there. In fact, her joints are really, really tight to the point that I want to be really careful with this. Okay, let's get that to the right position. Hands. There's a turn, there's a flex, and a straighten. There's none of this though. Waist. She can turn, she can dip slightly as well. Legs. She'll get so far and then the sculpt will get in the way. Forwards. Hips popped off joint there. So far. Forwards, backwards, nothing really. Knees. You know, that's like as tight as you can get on the knee. Look at that. Incredible. There is a thigh twist. Ankles are a ball joint, so you get everything on that. Forwards, backwards, turn, and side to side. And she has heels too. But she still stands up relatively easily because the joints are really, really quite stiff. And after I say that, I can't stand her up. That's because the ankle's wrong place. Oh, there we go. Very easy to stand up. She does appear to be on a touch on the small side, more closer to 3.75 to true 118 as opposed to a 4-inch figure. I just popped her hip backing joint. In fact, before I armour her up, let me have a look at her scale compared to some other figures. Trying to get her feet to be the same so she stands level. Yeah, that'll do for now. Okay, let me take a female android from the H.A.C.K.S line. This one female. Okay. She scales well. She is a little bit smaller. The plastic is very, very different on her. Her plastic is far more hard and it's on her. It's far more brittle on the H.A.C.K.S one. But she's a little bit smaller, but her joints are so tight and she's got mostly not 100% better articulation. For example, these are just ridiculous on their sideways splits and their forwards and backwards splits. But knee joint nowhere near as tight and their bicep joint nowhere near as tight. But I do like these a lot. These are from Capsule X, Capsule Toys. So she scales really well against that. Let's look at a Prospector from Acid Rain World. See that Acid Rain World is slightly bigger. If I use a guy, let me use the Visitor from Fortnite. Still scales quite well. We're actually looking a little bit short. If I use Mr. Freeze from DC Multiverse, who's massive, now she looks very small. And if I use Hulk from Marvel Infinite, she's going to look tiny. But she's still very, very good. In fact, I'll do one more. I'll use Zoe from Zombie Labs, who I love this figure so much. If you watch my channel, you'll know this. Still a bit small next to Zoe, but still scales very, very well. I'm really liking her a lot. Okay, let's see now about some of these accessories. So let's have a look at the armor. How easy does it go on? So chest will just, how will that attach? It can't just be a clip on. Okay, that was upside down. That doesn't help. So the chest armor should just clip on. There are 2 little pegs here and here, and 2 holes here and here. So hopefully, would you look at that? So easy. Okay, let's look at the Shin Guards. Should be just a case of clip very, very easily. Very, very easily indeed. No problem putting that on there. The forearm guards, I think you have to pop the hands out first. But that will, if that is the right place, someone can tell me, but that will limit the articulation she gets on the bend in the arms. So I'll be tempted to leave that off. I don't know what that is. That might be for the wrist, actually. So it might just be a case of that just goes here, and the hand goes back in. That could be like a wrist bracelet or guard, maybe. Let me look on the back again and see if it gives me a better indication. Yep, that is the wrist. No, this is not for the forearm. Oh, interesting. I learned something new. Okay, so that is the wrist. And they have it with the hole on the inside. Going up or down? Going down. So it should be the other one. Okay. I'm really liking her a lot. I definitely have to get some more of these. The articulation is superb. Okay. Then she has shoulder armor. So this has to go on her shoulders, which means I'm going to have to pop her arm out from here. And that will go that way, and then her arm will pop back in. But it looks okay, but it's going to impinge on her articulation again. So I'll probably leave those off, I think, because articulation is what's really selling it to me at the moment. The other thing, the one thing I don't like is this plastic feels too hard, too brittle. I'd be scared of it breaking or deteriorating too much. Oh, I didn't realize this. It's got a shoulder roll as well, adding extra articulation to that there. That's really good. You can also find that on the War of Order by Devil Toys figures. They have that as well. The first wave did. Hopefully the second wave will have that too. Okay, so other than the shoulder armor, that would be it. Then she has her weapon. How does this work out? So there's a chain here. And according to this, that she has... that hooks onto this through there, which doesn't make any sense since that is not joined at the top, which means that would pop out too easily. There's no other hole there for it to go into. Unless just, oh, actually, I'm telling a lie. It's a friction fit. There we go. It will still hang. And that appears to link to the hook in her forearm armor. Okay. Then the mace parts. I'm not sure where they are going to attach to. Looks like they're attached to these, but that can't be right. Oh, I'm telling you, they do. They attach to these parts here, which can look pretty damn cool, especially into your Vitruvian H.A.C.K.S by Boss Fight Studios. You can attach this, it appears, to this as well. Oh yeah, getting a variety of different weapons. The sword parts can attach here as well. Really rather cool. And the chain can attach to them too, I would imagine. Also, this has got so much possibility. Really, really good. Let's have a look at some strike and some pose. There's a pose they're striking here, which I want to try and copy with her. And the pose is like a very dynamic action pose. But she will struggle a little bit because of the high heels that she comes with, but she can do that really quite easily actually. How cool is that? Very, very easy to pose because the joints are so stiff. And she can take up a variety of poses that you'll struggle to do even with your high-end figures, such as Acid Rain that we have now. Very, very nice. Very, very impressed. And if you look on the back, there is a couple of slots there, and there are holes here, so it looks like you can. Let's have a look. And there we go. Attach a sword to the back. You could attach one of these to the back. The options she has for arming herself up are awesome. I particularly like the chain part. We saw this option previously with Boss Fight Studios figure, the I can't remember his name now. So many figures. The Lord somebody or the other. He also had a weapon of the chain, which is really, really nice. And also, if you look at the Acid Rain World Amanga Flame Troopers, they had like a metal tube for the flamethrower. This is a really nice figure, well thought out, very nice accessories. I am really liking these Micromans. I'm a convertee to Microman now. Would I customize her? I would certainly paint this chrome metal to make it look more realistic. I might be tempted to paint her a little bit, make her look more android-like. She looks quite android-like anyway. Certainly the silver on her head I would paint and change. And the armor and her backpack as well, the armor fits to. The breastplate fits to. But she is rather cool. And it's very easy to take her armor off. Even the backpack part comes off, it just goes into a hole in the back. Or it just clips on with a friction fit, I should say. Quite easily. And hands pop off to take the wrist parts off. Fantastic figure. I'm going to be looking for more Microman figures. These are really quite good. And the articulation again is really something special. Again, the only downside I can see is the plastic is so hard, I'll be scared of it breaking. One more thing I didn't show, I haven't looked at yet, is how her hands grip the weapons. The hands she comes with look like they are made for gripping this stuff, but her hands are quite, well, it's a bit of a give, but I'll be scared of snapping them. Oh, not too bad. And then the other hands that look at, more for posing. There are other gripping hands there as well, but very, very nice. A fantastic figure, worth looking up if you can find them at a reasonable price. But from what I gather and from what I've seen, these are becoming more and more expensive. I've no idea what this circle part is for. We'll have another quick look and see. Okay, I can see that they've put that on her back somewhere. Clipping in here, it appears. Like another weapon. Can the long parts clip in there too? Just about. They can clip in as well. But I think that's better for the circle part. Great looking figure again. Definitely going to be looking for more Microman figures on my journeys and my online searches and my Chinese Taobao app shopping experience as well. I do want more of these. This is Awesome Action Toys. Now I'm signing out saying please like, share and subscribe. I'll be back to the more Awesome Action Toy videos for you. Stay happy and keep collecting, and please click on the notification icon to keep up to date with the latest uploads and content, okay? Bye-bye.